Hello everyone, welcome to Module 7 Reflection. This module for me was a lot of learning, a lot of terms which I wasn't aware of before. For example, organization complexity, having multiple conflicting goals, or plurality, having more than one goals, social entrepreneurship, having social objectives as well as corporate/financial objectives, and of course ambidextrous organization, exploring existing opportunities as well as exploiting for the future. So some of these terms I was kind of aware, but not in the literal sense. So for me, it was really lovely to understand more and get more insights about what these terms stand for and what do they mean in terms of my academic institutions. The most important learning for me for this particular module and this particular week was learning more about enterprising leaders. As a leader, what sort of leaders are required to be able to work in this dynamic space of ambidextrous organizations where we want to not only excel today, but we also want to be future relevant. So one thing which I learned was that the enterprising leaders are the true architects for success. And it's really important to have that T-shaped leaders, which is fantastic. One of the line goes and represents the depth of knowledge, having a really deeper knowledge about the things which you want to exploit. At the same time, having that wider knowledge as well across the straight line about functioning into various departments, various sections, various segments. A combination of that, the depth and the worth of organizational knowledge can be really helpful for leaders to make meaningful decisions and be the true architects of success. Along with that, I think for me there were four takeaways, especially for leaders. The first one was alignment. To have clarity around alignment of various goals, whether they are social versus corporate goals, and having that clarity with respect to how they align with each other is a very important role of a leader. Second one was designing the organization structure. And it was really lovely to read more about various examples from some really interesting and big organizations like Google. Of course, one of the structures could be compartmentalization, or it could be blending. But the thing which I connected the most with was about demarcation, where we are empowering people to wear different hats at different times. So, for example, that 80-20 model at Google, which is fantastic. So, similarly in academia as well, you have academics who do teaching, who do research, who do community engagement. So they wear different hats on different times. So that was really very interesting to learn about. The third thing was about having clarity about the purpose. I think the leader should be absolutely clear about the purpose, and they should be able to articulate that in very simple terms. So that was really inspiring for me to reflect and think about the purpose of academic institutions and how leaders can facilitate and lead that purpose. And finally, and the most importantly, is leaders should be able to sell a very strong and compelling narrative. So it's really important to have that clarity with respect to the narrative and to be able to communicate it in a very simple yet very powerful manner. So this summarizes my reflection of Module 7, and I can't believe next week is the last week. So we have almost reached to the end of our journey. So once again, thank you so much to the Oxford leadership team, everybody who is working behind the scenes for making these modules as engaging and as relevant as possible. Thank you so much. Bye.